hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping about I'm moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I got the flow down hard, talking girl with a shine. I got some time, they I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1, 2, 1.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Returning it from the 4. Making some progress here. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He cuts through the defense. He goes. Room to burn. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go. But so far, so good.
Yeah, pay off all of that offseason work. The OTAs, the mini camps, get in the preseason, training camp, all of it. You can't do it much better than that.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And a nice little run there. Gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Irving. And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, Largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He's got a Emeka Egbuka. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Mayfield will look to throw. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, Robinson. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So 1st down from the 41. To the air with Penix. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Play fake. Penix. Toss. This is Xavier Leggett. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down to that 17-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
it'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here's Penix to throw. Connecting on the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Penix now. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Buying some time right. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, a schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This is Irving on 2nd. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from the 43. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 43. Baker now from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Baker throwing again. Setting up the running back screen. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He has room past the 25. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Cut down the field. Begins. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
They're going play fake with Penix. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Fourth and forever coming up. Trying for it with Penix. He's going deep to the left side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Caught, nice game left side. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction there off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Running left. This is Irving. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind to throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Irving will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they'll take this in after 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. Shoves one away. Breaks through and breaks away. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, the receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, starting in in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Up to the races, middle of the field. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Point after is up and through. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Play action. Here's Penix. Taking a shot deep here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Let's go. Throwing Penix. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 180. Stop. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the gun, Mayfield. That one's complete, right side. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Options are open motion here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Running it now out of the gun. It's inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. Now get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play and certainly was effective.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
26-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Penix now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. He fleets this one to Jahan Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air with Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
37-yard line.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Penix looking to pass. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He'll throw it. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And the Buccaneers are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Finds a seam down the middle. And I'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Irving on the inside give. And into enemy territory. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A big play and that's him 17 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line for second down. Baker out of the pistol. Dumped off to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play, because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Falcons go in nickel, 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there, and it's going to be 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Throwing again is Baker. Caught quickly on the slant. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage, and you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing, because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't. And you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
180, done.
Right back to Irving now. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, we'll never, ever forget it.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Go. Let's go.
Staying with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down from the 42. Penix now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. On the give, here's Robinson. He cuts it right. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Algier on 1st down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Penix to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's not cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And the defender comes away with it. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And he's out to clear. The 6 points. Return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now Penix off the play action. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield will look to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you think your defense is giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Nguka. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
On the give, this is Irving. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
180. Stop.
Third and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. A sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
2nd and 10. Penix to throw. All the left side. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing Penix into the hands of Leggett. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. His effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Baker now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. It's Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll try and punch it in. Pushing for the end zone, and he holds the football. It's not loose. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. Mayfield now from the gun. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now Mayfield. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Robinson on the inside give. And that one doesn't get him much. Even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line. 3rd down. It's Penix. going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Falcon first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Again, he's got room. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that's...
Yeah. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Once again, Irving. And he will only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motioning left. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
On first down, they'll run. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be second down. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this isn't just anyone in start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.